won't stop till I hear him say,
Warning: the information that we convey in these videos and the content on this page simply provides general consumer information. It is not legal advice or regulatory guidance. It is not intended to sway your personal bias in any way. We are simply just relaying information already available to the general public. We highly suggest you do your own research and draft your own opinion on the topics disclosed in this video breakdown. Without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy this video breakdown, and if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider doing so now.
Alrighty, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. In today's video breakdown, we are going to be attempting to trade the live market. I'm going to give you guys some bullish callouts. I told you guys on the Twitter page ahead of time, ladies and gentlemen, I said right here, 45 cents to 56 cents intraday trade targets from last week's call out are still on the cards for XRP as long as we hold bullish above 38 cents. If you all have been watching this YouTube channel for quite some time, you know that we've been holding this intraday trade. It's now turning into a swing trade because we've been in this trade for over about, let's just say 6 days now. Where we were looking for the price action on XRP to come into 46 cents. So now we're going to be looking for scale in positions. We are in the live market. We are on the 2-hour chart. We have about 1 hour and 7 minutes left on this candlestick right now. It is almost 5 a.m. and we know that today and tomorrow we have some red folder high impact news events coming out. We have core PCE. We have unemployment claims. We have ISM, manufacturing PMI. Sorry, I apologize. My voice is a little bit still saturated from me being distraughtly sick. We have average hourly earnings. We have non-farm payroll and unemployment rates coming out tomorrow. So I said to you guys on a past tweet that Thursday, December 1st and Friday, December 2nd, we're going to be very significant surrounding XRP's price action. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be looking for intraday trading positions to take in place coming up into potentially 42 to 46 cents either today or tomorrow on XRP. So I thought that I'd just give you guys an update. We already know that our take profit one from this previous trade at 42 cents was smashed. We now have our stops moved to break even on this trade, and we're looking for the second take profit at 46 cents to come into fruition. However, I'm seeing some potential scale in opportunities either today or tomorrow. So once New York session opens, we're going to wait for the manipulation window to end and see if we can potentially scale down on the 15-minute chart to enter into some intraday trading scalp positions up into 42 to 46 cents on XRP. I have this 38-cent psychological level marked off here for you guys where I said in the tweet on the Twitter space, again, if you guys don't follow us, where we give bullish and bearish targets on an intraday trading perspective, no bullish moon boy hype. I said as long as we hold above this 38-cent psychological level, we could potentially come up into 46 to 56 cents. With that being said, I will see you guys back here in a little bit after New York session opens and after the manipulation window ends surrounding this news event that's coming out today on December 1st. Thursday, we're looking for the core PCE to come out and the unemployment claims. After those fundamentals drop, we will be looking to see if we can avoid some manipulation and scale into some intraday trading positions. So I'll see you guys back in a second. Alrighty, what is going on? Welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of the live trading analysis. In this specific video breakdown, I'm going to actually dive into detail on when I told the CYPRX students in our private group chat that I was going to be entering into this XRP trade. As you guys saw from the previous live market breakdown, I had drawn on this 38-cent psychological level area, and I told you guys that if we can hold above this psychological level and we can see some manipulation potentially play out where the market makers drop price down at the discount to give themselves a better entry, we will be looking for scaled in positions. I'm going to show you guys when it was that I sent to the CYPRX students that I was going to be entering into the trade, where I entered in at, and what my first take profit was. Again, sending this all in advance to the CYPRX students. I'm going to share some screenshots with you guys. If you guys enjoy technical analysis video breakdowns like this, showing you all learning, okay, in detail how to properly enter into the market utilizing technical analysis properly. Again, ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If anybody is interested in our technical analysis mentorship program, remember we still have a discount code running on the CYPRX website right now. You guys can utilize the discount on our mentorship program. Without further ado, let's dive into today's technical analysis breakdown. So first, before we actually go into specific details as to why I was looking at confluences to enter into this trade, surrounding where banking institutions bought from previously, we're going to go over what it was that I sent to the CYPRX students Also, if you guys don't follow us on Twitter, we gave these call outs on Twitter as well, where I gave you guys the bullish and bearish targets, letting you all know that we are still bullish on XRP if we do hold above the 38-cent psychological level. So if you don't follow us on Twitter, make sure that you do so now. Okay. With that being said, all right, I'm going to share with you all the screenshot that I sent to the CYPRX students. You guys can see this is from our private group chat, and it was sent yesterday at 10:40 p.m. So, right, if we look at the charts and we go down to where 10:40 p.m. Yesterday was, all right, that was roughly right around here in this general vicinity. Okay, so you can see that I sent the trade to the CYPRX students shortly after I entered. And I'm going to give you guys why it was that I was able to confirm that this trade was going to go higher, at least to the take profit one area. We're going to go over all that today. So what I said to the CYPRX students again at 10:40 p.m., I said, high risk XRP intraday trade. My entry is at 38,413. Stop loss was at 37,221. However, now it has moved to break even after take profit one was hit. I gave to them 3 take profit areas, the 39.5-cent psychological level, where I mentioned to them that I will be moving stops to break even. Take profit 2 will be 41 cents. Take profit 3 will be 42 cents. I said to them to continue this thread, looking to see if XRP can hold above 38 cents and continue with a recovery move higher. I've placed this trade on my leveraged account, only risking 2% of my capital. If I get stopped out, I will reevaluate and look for a better discounted entry. If take profit 1 is hit, I will consider moving my stops to break even. This trade is a high risk trade due to the high impact news that we have coming out tomorrow during non-farm payroll. And again, obviously, of course, today's Friday. I released this message to them yesterday on Thursday. So non-farm payroll came out today. I said this weekend heading into the first full week of December, in my opinion, will be very volatile for XRP. And then we go, and the thread continues going over my long-term bags and whatnot. So again, if you guys want access to these call outs ahead of time, where I literally mentioned to the students right here after I entered into this trade on XRP, the link is in the description down below for our private mentorship program, where we have over 60 hours of course material surrounding how we trade technical analysis here at CYPRX. Okay. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all right, I'm going to go into the full technical analysis breakdown as to why it was that I was looking to enter into this trade. We're going to first start with the piggyback advanced tracking methodology. We're going to be paying attention to key significant areas where banking institutions from previous sessions bought from. Okay. We're going to be paying attention to trend line liquidity. All right. We're also going to be paying attention to the CYPRX pattern that I teach you guys, giving us confirmation that the market was going to potentially move higher. Okay. In this general vicinity. So first, we're going to start with advanced tracking. You guys can see here. All right. In this general vicinity, this is a couple sessions prior to this Asia session that we entered in on. The last video recording that I made for you guys was during this New York session, where I mentioned to you all that we're going to wait for manipulation to potentially play out. And I'm going to show you guys here today what it was that I meant by that. So coming over here, all right, we're on the 10-minute chart, and we're going to zoom into this little specific area over here. Again, advanced tracking methodology in that previous video breakdown, that was about 5 minutes. You guys can see that we're in the live market right now. We have about 9 minutes left on this 10-minute candlestick. I highlighted this 38-cent psychological level area for you all. And why was it that I highlighted this area for you guys? It is because this is the last significant area where the market makers showed us a willingness to sweep liquidity from lows, creating this market pattern where the market makers sweep lows, break a previous market structure high, and start to create bullish order flow after, creating higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher low formations. Okay. So if we pay attention to the higher lows after the market swept liquidity in this general vicinity, those higher lows come in roughly at around 38.5 cents. Okay. You guys can see those higher lows after the sweep of liquidity low formed during Asia session. Okay, so utilizing our advanced tracking methodology that we teach to CYPRX students, we were able to highlight the candlestick bodies down to the wick and extend those over to the right-hand side. Okay, now we have an area of interest from the left-hand side where the banking institutions were buyers previous to the session that we're operating in. Not only that, but in that previous YouTube video, or the previous little live market analysis breakdown when we were operating in New York session, where I told you guys on Thursday or Friday, we're going to be looking at intraday trading positions. We had also noticed that there was a triple touch of a trend line. You guys can see here, this area where Asia session bought from was the very first touch of that trend line after the market makers created a low that violated previous lows that swept liquidity and shifted market momentum back to the upside, creating bullish order flow. Bullish order flow is higher highs and higher low formations, okay? Showing buyers' interest or predominant buyers controlling the market. After that, you guys can see another touch here of a potential trend line and a third touch here, which is something that we go over many times here on this YouTube channel. This is the market maker trend line liquidity trap, okay? This is a retail pattern. These are over-leveraged buyers that trade retail methodologies, okay, that get overcharged by gurus on the internet that have over-leveraged positions beneath these lows, and the market makers know that. You guys can see how it was all planned and manipulated. Non-farm payroll came out, okay, during this trading session, and you guys can see how the market makers attacked that money, any money that was over-leveraged underneath of these lows, 1 touch, 2 touch, and 3 touch here, was completely liquidated from the market before the market makers injected capital into the market, pushing price up into our first take profit area that we announced to the CYPRX students, 39.5 cents. Okay, so with that being said, that was one CYPRX confluence, just that way that we teach here on the YouTube channel. Again, this isn't going into an extreme detailistic perspective as to how we teach the CYPRX students, but just to give you guys kind of like an accountability of how it is that we approach the markets. We identify areas of interest where the banking institutions sought to buy from previous. Okay, but we also pay attention to market shifts and momentum via manipulation and structure. And you guys can see here, this is the last area where the market makers manipulated price. Okay, so this move in the market to us as CYPRX traders is irrelevant. Why? Because this was a market maker move that was a manipulation tactic to entice early buyers, liquidate those buyers, shift the market momentum. And then here is the first designated area where the market makers came back into the market and showed buyers' interest. Okay, shifting the market higher, right? So we want to be buyers from these potential levels if the market makers show us a willingness to buy again, right? So with that being said, again, some of the methods that we teach here on the CYPRX YouTube channel, I teach you guys to identify that higher low and take your Fibonacci from that higher low after the sweep of liquidity, which comes in at roughly at around 38,288 psychological level, from the lows to the highs where the market starts to pull back. And I mentioned to you guys time and time again that the market makers like that sweet spot of anywhere between 62 to 100% discount to facilitate buys from where they bought from previously. And you guys can see the market makers push down into roughly about 98% discount from where they bought from previous. So we can go ahead, we can delete the Fibonacci tool again, which is a tool to determine where potential discounted price is going to be, and we can utilize that as another confluence as to why we took this trade, because price was discounted in comparison to where the market makers sought to buy price action from on XRP during previous market sessions. Again, identifying that this was a manipulative move to sweep liquidity beneath lows, shift market momentum, and then they injected or added more orders to their original order, okay, here in this general vicinity or this higher low in the market created during Asia session. All right, now I want to take your attention over here to the actual market maker pattern that gave us confirmation that the market was going to shift higher. As to why we didn't close out this trade, I even said to the CYPRX students, I believe at one point, I'll show you guys a screenshot of that, where I told them that the stops were moved to break even. I did not get stopped out of the market and that I was still floating in this trade. Okay, so right here, the same exact pattern, ladies and gentlemen, that we can see right here in this area. What do we see right here? Again, the market makers must create this pattern in order to drive price higher. They must manipulate a low. Here's that pre-engineered low in the market. Again, we see a massive dump in price, pre-engineered low in the market. The market makers come back for any early buyers. They liquidate those lows, and this market injection of capital into the market breaks previous market structure. Now we have confirmation. You guys saw where I sent that message to the CYPRX students was at 10:40 p.m. Okay, that was roughly when price action was around here. Okay, the market pulled back. Okay, now they added to their order where they manipulated price, injected more capital into the market, created a higher low, higher high formation. This is now a bullish order flow temporarily on XRP on the 10-minute chart. Okay, so we're still floating in this trade. The take profit one that we sent to the CYPRX students at 39.5 cents has been hit. Our stops are now moved to break even. We are in a risk-free trade with 50% of the trade off the table. Our take profit 2 is going to be at 41 cents, where we're going to be looking to take another 25% of the trade off the table. And we're going to let the rest of that run if those targets do come into fruition. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we have very sound logical reasons as to why we are trading in this market. Now, I want to give you guys some of the reasons as to why we were potentially looking to take profit at these areas, because when you're looking to target areas in the market, you want to have a logical explanation as to why the market could go into that significant area. Okay, so the reason as to why our take profit 1 was at 39 cents was to solely come and fill all the imbalance in these candlesticks right here. These two candlesticks here and here, there's a massive amount of imbalance in the market. I'm not going to get into imbalances and inefficiencies in the market. And all we were looking after the market dumped, liquidated lows out of the market, after we entered in was for the market to come and fill those imbalances and inefficiencies via where our take profit one was at. Okay. And as you guys can see, the market has now since then filled in all the imbalances and inefficiencies in these two candlesticks. So with that breakdown being said, I'll give you guys my bullish targets. Again, you guys saw from the screenshot that I sent to the CYPRX students, 41 cents to 42 cents are the next take profit areas on this XRP trade. We're going to be looking for these highs to get violated where the market makers manipulated most likely people to sell. After all of this fundamental news came out, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know that we like to attack retail investors. Well, what do we see right here? This is a retail triple touch of a trend line. So if the market does rally higher, we have areas of interest where market makers are most likely going to be liquidating over leveraged sell positions above highs. You guys can imagine that some type of retail trader is operating above these highs, taking sells from the triple touch of this trend line. That is where our area of interest are for price action to potentially run higher on XRP. Right. So coming into this weekend and heading into next week, I also let the CYPRX students know that I'm expecting an extremely volatile week price action on XRP coming into the first full week of December. Ladies and gentlemen, with this breakdown being said, if you all enjoyed this breakdown and you guys enjoy technical analysis callouts like this surrounding what we do on the Twitter space and here on the YouTube channel, make sure that you smash that thumbs up button. We do appreciate the love and the support. Given the CYPRX students our analysis ahead of time, even though it was a little bit late compared to where our entry was, the students still had an immaculate amount of time to get in on this pullback, to run price higher, to enter into this discounted price position to hit our take profit one on XRP. What we're looking for is a price continuational move up into 41 to 42 cents to take full profit from. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, be cognizant. Please be aware. Don't follow moon boys. Really, truly understand how to analyze price action properly. Try your hardest in the market not to rely on anybody's technical analysis. Really understand how to read price action properly, understand how to react to the market makers, and most likely you will come out on top. When you truly learn how to create your own bias in the market and react to price action efficiently and effectively, you become much more of a superior trader that way. Instead of focusing on moon boy price predictions, getting topped out of the market by buying tops because these YouTube moon boys tell you that price action is going to go to $10,000 like they were all year in 2022. Take it upon yourself to be a mature adult, take a logical approach to the market, ladies and gentlemen, and actually grow a portfolio over time by learning how to properly enter in at lows in the market. With that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this technical analysis breakdown. Smash that thumbs up button. Again, live market analysis. I told you guys back here in this area that we're going to be looking for entries during Thursday or Friday session, as long as price action hold above 38 cents. We held above that 38-cent psychological level, and we're looking to take price action higher. Alrighty, while we wait on that price action to come into fruition, right, I'm going to come over here to the page. This is my higher time frame chart where I look and analyze price action on the weekly and the daily. And I'm going to take your attention to a tweet that we put out back on the 24th of April, 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, I really want you all to pay attention to these influencers this year that really manipulated you. Individuals like this, right, Lord XRP, Bit for Coins, okay, who believes in $10 XRP next year. So now all of these bullish moon boys are going to attempt to replay all the tweets that they put out to you guys in 2022, where they literally manipulated you into buying tops, okay? Telling you all that XRP was going to go to, I don't know, $100 this year. We've even seen $10,000 price predictions this year. I want to take your attention back to my Twitter page, right? It says right here, this is again while we're waiting for the XRP trade to come out and come into fruition. We're still it's 4:55 a.m. so we have about another 35 minutes before the news fundamental drops. Okay. November is over. Time to unfollow everyone who told you XRP would pump because of settlements, ISO 222, Fibonacci extension numbers, and past price action information. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in a clown world. And here at CYPRX, we are attempting to give you guys the realest price action information that we possibly can based off of an intraday trading perspective and long-term trading perspectives. I want to take your attention back to the charts. We're on April 24th, 2022. Right at the top, ladies and gentlemen, look what we said. XRP bearish price targets will come into fruition. 50 to 30 cents general target area. Eyes on. Don't sleep on this. There is way too much trendline liquidity. The banks will not leave this untouched before going to new all-time highs. Mark my words, the shakeout is coming. Do you guys see where I tweeted this out to you all? And we were talking about trendline liquidity. Okay, if I take my extension tool And I draw it on right here. If you go to this tweet, okay, back on April 24th, I was looking at some old tweets of mine, right? We have a triple touch of a trend line. This is what I called out to you guys back in April. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches. And I literally said to you guys, there's way too much trend line liquidity. The banks will not leave this behind. Boom, shakeout happened. Could have saved you guys on your overall portfolio from the top down into 30 cents, where we smack straight into, okay, over 63%. Where instead individuals are choosing in this crypto space for some odd reason, because of some dopamine fix that these bullish moonboy targets give you all, these price predictions. You guys choose to follow these individuals instead of small YouTube channels like ours, who are seriously attempting to really just purge this crypto space of these influencers who have no idea what they're talking about. They probably live in their mom's basement. They make money off YouTube and whatever other influential pages they have, and they are destroying your cryptocurrency portfolio. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. If you guys don't follow us on Twitter, again, make sure that you do so, because we put out information like this on a day-to-day basis. As always, be cognizant, be aware, and I'll see you all in the next YouTube video breakdown.
I won't stop till I hear him say